conversion team call. This is my first one. This
Yeah.
is the first time that I've actually said, okay, I'm in. Things have been super busy. You guys know that. Really fun. Ellen and I were together last week. We don't talk a lot of business. People probably think we would, but we rarely do. Um, she pushes me to be better because she's constantly working. And it's a really good thing. And I wanted to lead with that because I need people to know and have the expectation to, like, it does take grit. It takes hard work. It's like not something that's easy. It's not something that, it's Ellen and she's in a Pio video and all these people are like, coming, like we're doing hard work too. And 6 years later, we're still doing hard work. And I'm really, really excited to have Holly here with us. She's muted today with family, but as I kind of said, if you were at Summit, I have a lot of respect for Holly and what she's done with the business and really who Holly was, kind of before Beachbody, working for Shalene. And she got kind of embarrassed when I mentioned that. But I think it's just my way of letting her know how much I do respect her and how grateful I am that we all have this opportunity. And it felt really good at Holly's house at Summit. I don't know if you guys were there. And if you were, I just felt like this was right. And I kind of feel like that now, like popping on and seeing Ellen not in my Voxer and like seeing her actual face is fun. And then like seeing the faces of her team who I already know because I'm in your team page. That is fun. And like seeing my team that's joining me here, like I haven't had team calls in like a hot minute just because I didn't know what else to tell you guys. Because it's just good to be back. And I just think that it's a revival. And I don't know how you feel, but I wanted to lead with after Summit, I went to IDEA and like now I'm like coming off of both of those big trip highs and I'm back to normal life, back to momming my face off and back to working. And it feels really good. And I don't know about you guys, but I know personally for myself, I feel a resurgence. Like I feel a revival. Like the weight was almost lifted off of me at Summit. I'm just going to be super transparent and honest. A lot of that had to do with Transform 20. I'm just like, Shanti's back in the house. I just think that's a really big deal. A lot of it has to do with the new way that Carl is positioning BOD. I mean, because I was like, a lot of people do have BOD and maybe people really weren't understanding the compensation plan because all we had was BOD. But now we have all the add-ons. And I just think it's a really great way for us to realize that this business is still as hot as ever. And I think that it's not going anywhere. And I've always said that. I've always told my people, there's nowhere else I'd rather want to be. Like there's no other company I would ever, 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 mark my word, I'm writing it down right now, would ever be a part of. But I feel even stronger after Summit. And maybe it was a combination of the people, a combination of my team and Ellen's team and Holly's team all coming together. Maybe it's just because I do feel like right now we have some momentum together. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Ellen and some of the people that are in that little Emerald to Diamond push group. That's exciting. Like there's a lot of activity in there. People are actually talking. That's what groups are supposed to be. And I personally, as a leader, haven't had that feel in a long time. So you guys giving us energy back in that group means we're going to give you more. Like the reason maybe I pulled away from groups is because I would give groups and not like see or hear anything in return. I was just giving energy. And you know how I am about my energy. And I just now, but you're like, I get excited when I wake up and when I go to work to get in that page now. So if you continue and if you guys want to grow, we want to grow with you. So maybe the next group we do is a push to Emerald. We'll continue to do push groups and we'll continue to do what you want us to do as a team so we can all hit collective goals. And I know where these three leaders stand is like we want you to hit your goals. Like we truly do. And it's not just saying that. Like we've had our time kind of. It's now your time. And I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart. And that's why this next thing is very important. So next Wednesday on your calendar, put like a big heart in like 8 colors and like highlight it, heart, 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 heart on July 18th. The time doesn't change. So you're here right now. So you're going to be with us next Wednesday night. It's 6 p.m. on the Pacific Standard Time, so 6 p.m. Cali time. And my people, we're going to go 9 p.m. Ellen, Holly, and myself are going to give the most epic business presentation. We're going to do it on Zoom, and we're going to use this link. Nothing changes. Like, so you're here right now. You're using this link. Your job is to share this link. Your job is to get people excited about what you do being a coach. And excited meaning curious. All you have to do is get people to wonder a little bit more about the opportunity. Today in my team page, I was kind of fishing for like, what can I talk about tonight? Because I've talked about a lot of things on calls in the past. And I'm like, where are we right now? What can I talk about? And there was a steady, research, like a lot of people were very much wanting to know, how can I present the business opportunity and how can I lead with the business? That's how it was stated. And I love that. And I think that we're going to start that train next Wednesday. Okay, so it's Wednesday now and you have 7 days. So you now have to start leading with the business. So I need you to go look at your social media because I kind of did that with a couple of you and I know who I follow and I know my team. Like, who are you on social media? Are you strictly like a fitness person? Because if you're strictly a fitness person, then people are just going to come to you for fitness. But are you really truly putting out your lifestyle? So start to think like, how can I intermix this lifestyle of coaching, this freedom of coaching, this everything that I love about coaching, whether it just be a target run or the things that just make you happy. I'm not sure if it makes me happy, but it's something that just hit my heart right now. What I love most about coaching is the community. We've had a lot of very sad things going on in the Power Crew over the last month. And it's been one thing after another and one thing after another. And it moves me to tears to know how much community that the team has. And if that affects you the way that it affects me, then share that with people. Like, we have a tribe. Like, if something happens where you need our help, if you lean in, people will help you. That to me is worth an initiation fee. Like, I will pay $40 and sign up just to have a family of support. And I truly believe, and I know that we've had some loss, we've had some people sick, and people come together. It's crazy. So share what hits your heart the most. I do want you to look at your social media right now, though. Share more of the lifestyle, because you're really a lifestyle coach. If you want to share the business opportunity, it has to be more about lifestyle. So really take a look at how you're presenting that lifestyle that you're living. I love that we lead with fitness. I know that my team truly does, because that's who I am. I lead with fitness, but you got to trickle in the things that are making your life complete. And some of you might say, well, I don't have your life. And I want you to say, like, mindset shift. You do. You are. It's happening. So you have to kind of put yourself in a place of, remember from our training, be the coach you want to be in 5 years. Speak from the heart of the coach that you really want to be, the coach that you're aspiring to be. I know that I had to do that for a while. I was working, I would go see a patient, sit in my car, then I would work my job, and then my job meaning Beachbody, because that was my number one, what I wanted to do. And then I would go see another patient, and then I would work in the car. So those power pockets are going to be really important. So now definitely make sure that you're sharing the Zoom link. That's all you need to do is get people curious. You have 3 fitness professionals, and Holly's like, one of the millionaire earners. I mean, she definitely has a lot of clout here in this network. So you have a lot of experience that are going to be speaking for you next week. And Ellen, just because you're nodding, like, how do you think like we're going to be able to like present that? Like, do you think like I'll talk, you'll talk, Holly will talk? Like, what's our little game plan for our people?
Well, a couple things. I can make an event that you and Holly are the co-host of if you guys want to invite to an event, and then we can put the Zoom link in there. But Holly has a document that we can share and split up. So I think we're just going to take it in thirds. Like what is coaching? How do we earn? And how do you get started? And that how do you get started is going to be, if you're not interested in starting a business right now, you can start as a customer. So you can start by working on you. So I think it'll kind of be in thirds. And can I say one more thing about it? It is like,
I want you to talk. Yeah.
Okay. It is like the easiest way for you guys to build your team is to lean on and into a business presentation, because it is the most non-threatening way to present the business that I have ever come across. And particularly if you're new, but not even only, but if you're new, you stumble over your words when you try to talk about what we do and what this is, and you feel like you're salesy and you feel like those things. But when you're just saying, hey, these upline coaches in my organization are going to share what I do. They've been sharing it for years. Holly, 10 years. Cam and I, 6-ish years. We've shared it so much, we can just like blah, 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 explain it. And they get to hear it from us. It makes your job so easy. So each of you want at least bring one person. All of us plus one each at least.
Like, I'm super excited for it. Like, I think it's going to be really good. And our goal is to continue to have those for you guys. So how do you lead with the business? One, mindset shift. Be that coach that you want to be. Post as if you do have the freedom. Post as the coach that you're aspiring to be. Have the confidence, have the self-belief that this business is yours, that you already own, it, like you're already like killing it regardless of what you think, because I know how you guys are. So, filter in more of that into your social media and maybe not so much of the fitness stuff. Does that help for those that were wanting to lead with the business? Hopefully. I'm going to jump around a little bit. I promise I'm going to like rein it in and reel it in. But one of the questions was about sharing Shakeology. And it kind of triggered my post tonight, because I rarely share Shakeology just because so many people know how much, I have been drinking it for 6 years. And to those that don't know or follow me, I actually am an advocate, I would say, for the high-fat, low-carb diet. I'm somebody that does eat different than the balanced nutrition that is provided in our containers. It's who I am. It's made me an authentic coach. It's made me a real coach. It's actually helped grow my business because I think people have trusted me more with some of their nutrition questions. And I love the question that came in on the team page is, how can I share Shakeology with the keto buzz? And if somebody is doing high fat, low carb, why would they want to drink Shakeology? Because it has carbs in it. And I love the question because I get it. No joke. Like 4 times a week, like all the time in my inbox. Are you still drinking Shakeology? Do you still drink Shakeology? How do you still drink Shakeology if you're doing this? I'm constantly getting questioned. And I think that it's my time. Like, I actually love the question and I want more people to ask it to me so then I can tell them this. In our nutrition world, you have macronutrients, which are protein, fats, and carbs. But then you have micronutrients. So if you're eating a high fat, low carb diet and you're eating all the fats and none of the carbs, and you're really watching your carbs, then you're not getting in a lot of micronutrients. It's the nature of what that specific diet or lifestyle is. High fat, low carb, micronutrients might be a little bit low because, let's face it, people aren't eating fruits. They kind of do have to watch their vegetables because vegetables have carbs in them. So for me, I've made it super easy and made sure that to maintain immunity, to maintain my digestive enzyme like levels, to make sure that I have the probiotics, the prebiotics that I need, to make sure that I do not have to go to GNC and buy a multivitamin, I make sure that I'm drinking Shakeology every day to ensure that I'm getting the proper micronutrients. So micronutrients can also be classified as like vitamins and minerals, things that you can buy in a pill form. So you can go to GNC and buy the maca root and the ashwagandha and the camu camu. So those are the things that I get excited and geek out about because I don't have to go to GNC and stock up on the micronutrient values. High fat, low carb is macronutrients, and it has to do with where you're lying in that pie chart. What I'm most invested in and why I put my money into Shakeology and why I put Shakeology into my belly every day is because I need micronutrients to keep me healthy. That's exactly right, Cloud. You could go through the whole Foods aisle and everything. You can look at the Whole Foods ingredients and you're going to see it all. One of my fun facts is camu camu, one of our ingredients, has 300% the vitamin C value. So vitamin C is something like an immune booster. Like those are just things. So, and then I'll get a little bit more geeky because your keto people, I'm just saying they're gonna be resistant because it's part of, they don't eat carbs. Shakeology has 17 grams of carbs in its low sugar and its low glycemic index. And most people that are on that type of high fat, low carb diet can take in 35 to 50 grams of carbohydrates. So if you take 17 in from Shakeology, it's okay. You can still eat carbs. So it's part of their excuse. So that's kind of like where I go. And I also tell the people that are like, want to be high fat, low carb and don't want to drink Shakeology, I'm like, you haven't truly tapped into your fat burning system yet, because once you become a fat burner, which is the whole reason people do this new trend, is because you're going to have metabolic flexibility. So you can eat carbs and you can still be okay. So a lot of it is just the resistance. And Tiffany, I hope that helped you. There was a lot of other people that were like, yes, I want to hear more about that. I could talk about that. Like that's not new for me. It is a new trend, but it's something that I've been doing personally for a couple years. So I feel really comfortable about it, but I also feel very strongly about the value of Shakeology and why I need it actually more now. And it's just simple. So, I could eat a stick of broccoli or I could drink my Shakeology. It's the same, right? Dana, I'm happy to hear that you have somebody doing both. And I'm happy to talk about ketones too. People can take ketones. Here's something that I want you guys to realize. If people are jumping ship and going over to the ketone business, I don't want you to get anxious or nervous about it, because it's kind of just like the wine business. Because where are the people that went to the wine business? They went to the keto business, and then they're going to go to the next best thing. Just to be super honest, I know I'm going to compare it to Shakeology. In Shakeology, I can look at the back of the Shakeology label and I know how many percent of vitamin C is in Shakeology. I know how many percent of vitamin A is in Shakeology. I can look at the label. I can see all the ingredients. Carl lists out all the ingredients. We're not hiding anything in Shakeology. This is recorded, and I don't know if it's going to go public. I don't state this public because I do not bash companies, but let me just tell you for the record, for a ketone to be therapeutic, you need a dosage of 11.7 grams of beta hydroxybutyrate, which is BHB. So for a ketone to work, you need 11.7 grams of BHB. The back of the Prove It label says BHB proprietary blend. You have no idea how much BHB is in a dose of Prove It. That's all I can tell you, and that's all I know. And I don't bash companies. I've never said it publicly. All I know is I can go to GNC or I can go to Amazon and buy a product where I can actually look at the back and see the ingredients, because that makes me feel better. So just hold that in your back pocket, and we'll end it there. But just know I feel really comfortable telling you guys we have a really good thing. We have an assortment and a catalog of products, and we don't just have one product. So all things aside, we're in a really good place in our health and fitness industry and where we're going as a company. And there's always going to be people doing other things and trying new stuff. Cool? Done. Here's the next big thing. Lift 4 starts Monday. And I'm actually the type of coach that's kind of like, you don't have to do all the programs. Like, like I want you to like find what you love. Find your soulmate. Like, you don't have to love Autumn. You don't have to love all the trainers. Like, find the ones you really love. I'm like, listen, I've been in fitness for a long time. You got to do lift 4. Like, it's like a no-brainer. I'm like, if you don't do lift 4, like, then I'm like, you might not want results. I don't know. It's just so like, I've been training that way for so long. Like, high intensity hit training works, and it's not a lot. Like, you can do anything for 30 seconds. We already know that, but it's not like insanity because there's only like, like 3 or 4 drills. So you're going to get your heart rate up and you're going to get yourself into EPOC, which is excess post-oxygen consumption. So you're going to burn calories longer. You meaning you and your customers. So we all burn calories longer. And then we like lift weights. You got to lift weights. People need to lift weights. And I just want everybody to know that the key to fitness and to living a long, healthy life, and if you want the aesthetics and you want the physique, but you just want to be happy, you get your endorphins and like you just do it like super, it's like a 30 to 40-minute program. It's Joel Freeman. Like, who doesn't want to work out with him? Like, come on. You got to get in. So if you're not in right now, you're missing the boat. There's still time. Yes, in the bone density of lifting. I know. And I just love so much that him and his wife are advocates for lifting heavier too. Like, we're not going to be lifting 5-pound dumbbells doing like bicep curls and squats. It's going to we're going to push some load here, and it's going to be good for us. And it's going to be really good for our people too. So something they announced today, I shared with my team. I don't know if Ellen got to share this with her team yet, but we got smart as a company. And instead of all of a sudden not knowing what time on Monday everything's going to drop, they're going to drop it on Friday. So lift 4, if you already bought it, will be in your bod on Friday. I guess you can test drive one if you want to over the weekend. But really, the whole reason that the company and the network did that was just to make sure that everybody could technologically figure it out, help your customers figure it out. So Monday's go time. Monday's like green light, go, let's get it on, and everybody pick up some weights and get some good results. So you guys are all coaches here. You should be in the coach test group with Joel. I know a couple of my people had some trouble with the link, so the link's being shared. But I was just like a hound on coach relations. I would call coach relations all the time, and all I would do was put them on hold while I did 82 other things. So that's the type of person that I was when I call coach relations. That's me. So if you haven't got your email invite to join his group yet, figure out where it is and how you can get in, because I know that they're doing an approval to get in. And I'm going to piggyback that with the next thing that my team wanted me to talk about, which is objections. Price. I get it. So people don't want to invest in a price. And what you might not know about Ellen is that she's actually a Group X gym manager. So for 2 chains, for 2 gyms. And she does a good job at like bouncing back and forth. So Ellen works in the gym and I work in the gym, and I know that going to the gym is pricey. So the average gym membership here in Pittsburgh is like $40 a month, maybe. LA Fitness is 20. Like, say you went to LA Fitness. I'm not knocking them, please. I'm not. You're paying $20 a month, so that's like $240 a year. So you get bought for $99. I mean, like, really? I don't know. For me, I'm just like, I can't see. To me, the price, I'm just not finding the price objection in BOD plus Shakeology. The way that I talk to my customers is, right now, I want to get you started. I want to get you started with Lift 4. It's an amazing program. It's going to be super short and efficient. You're going to get great results. But I want you to start with Shakeology too. Right now is the only time that you can get Shakeology for a discount. It's usually $130. If you get it with BOD and Lift, you're going to be paying, I wrote it down, $249 is like the price if they didn't bundle it. So $249 if they bought it separately, but if they just buy the challenge pack, it's $170. So that's the way I talk to people about objections. I'm like, save your money now. So that's like $70. Like, save $70 now. Try it for 30 days. Save $70. You should know that the price of recover and the price of energize together is about 120. So it's the same thing. So if you bundle those with the price of bod and the price of lift and all the value that's back in there, to me, it's a no-brainer. So price to me is one of those objections where that person's not ready to invest in themselves. So yeah, I mean, like if I want something, I buy it. It's so bad. Even if I didn't have money, like I didn't always have money. Like if I wanted something, I charged it. And I guess that's just saying like, if your person really wants the pair of jeans, they're going to charge them. If they really want to go to Target and buy like the thing that hangs behind their bed that they don't need, that's $70, they're going to freaking buy it and they're going to walk out of Target with that. But they're going to tell you no to Shakeology and they're going to tell you no to bod because they're not ready to invest in themselves. So you just have to get them to find the importance of it. And the best way to do that is to ask questions. So when I talk to people, I'm constantly asking questions like, why do you want this? Or why did you initially reach out to me? How would it make you feel if you reach this goal? Get them to become like emotional with their answers because that's the stuff that matters. Get them to want it for themselves. Get them to love themselves. Like that's something that we talk about a lot as a team. Like, if you truly do love and care about yourself, then you're going to invest in yourself. Get people to understand that it's okay to put themselves first. A lot of us moms have trouble with that, but I can't take care of my kids or be a good wife or do anything else if I'm not at my optimal. So I think that people need to realize and maybe just be retold that it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to invest in themselves. So that might help with the objections. And then I truly am that coach that spells it out. If you get this separately, it comes out to this. So here I'm going to give it to you and we're going to bundle it all up in a nice little bow on it. If you don't like it in 30 days, you don't have to keep going. Yes. I like that too, Dana. I always tell them, just try it for 30 days. And if you love it, I'll figure out, I'll help you stay on it. And if you don't, you can cancel it. Those were kind of like all the key topics that I wanted to talk about today. The biggest being, I want you guys definitely to start thinking like leading with the business and how can you get more people to join your tribe? And by joining your tribe, meaning our group, our page, our Zoom next week, and we'll help you from there. It's kind of our job as leaders to help you seal the deal on that one. Ellen, is there anything you want to add in since you're...
Sure. Always. I love to talk.
I love it. I don't.
I wanted to thank your team specifically. I wanted to thank the Power Crew because it's so funny. It's true that Kam and I are the worst success partners because we basically just we're I don't know. It as it turns out, we have so many of the same thoughts and feelings. So I didn't know she would say this, but I echo these sentiments. I used to run an Emerald to Diamond push every single month and a push to Emerald every single month and a new coach training every single month. And like Kam and probably like so many of you guys, I'm so possessive of my time and energy. I've got family and jobs and so much too. And so we have to be really careful in the business of where we spend our energy. And so I was at a point where I felt like it was better for me to spend my energy finding new coaches than it was running a group, like let's say an Emerald to Diamond, where I have to tag people to remind them to come check the post every day. That's exhausting. That's me trying to lead a horse to water, right? Lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink.
Absolutely.
And so I really have taken a different approach, which has been awesome and conserved my energy and helped me be a better coach and given more autonomy to the people I bring on. So there's some newer coaches on this call of mine that have gone through the new coach training of mine by themselves at their own pace because of that. But you guys, the Power Crew, I'm blown away. Like basically a couple of coaches on my team came out of Summit and really wanted to push to Diamond. And they're like, can we do a Diamond push? we'll do a diamond push. We'll come up with the content. I'm like, I already have it. I already have it done. I already have a training done. I'll do it. I tagged Kam and tagged Holly, and Kam, like before I knew it, like half of the power crew is in this training and they're showing up, and I'm so thankful because you guys have made me so excited about leading again. I'm so excited. So I just so thankful. I'm so thankful. So thank you for that. Let's see. As far as, business presentation, you guys, it's the easiest thing in the world to do to add to your tribe is to invite people to a presentation that you're not even leading. So we get to be the people that present, and we're not pushy. So we just lay it out like it is. And then you get to follow up with them. So simple. Let's see. What else did I want to say about, thank you for talking about nutrition, Kam. I thought that was excellent. That was helpful for me. And one of the things I do is in terms of objections and stuff, in terms of asking more questions and trying to get to know people better, is I ask them, like, what do you really want in terms of health and fitness or energy or vitality or whatever it is they're looking for? What do you really want? And then I like to say, well, what has stopped you so far?
Ooh.
If this is what you want, why now? Why haven't you? Why aren't you doing what you want to be doing? And usually that question will get to the crux of the matter emotionally for them. So
I like that.
I know when I started coaching, I talked too much and didn't listen enough. And I've learned the more I listen and ask questions, the better I do, quote unquote, selling. And then I don't soft sell. Like, I don't say like, oh, well, you can do the free bod membership, or you can, like, I'm just like, dude, it's $160. Let's go. Let's go. You're worth it. And then if they're just going to really push back on price, which like Kam said, they're pretty much not going, pretty much if they really want it, and I've gotten to the heart of the emotional, if they're tapped in emotionally to why they need this, then they're not going to push back. They're going to have a garage sale or whatever they need to do. But I don't want to start with the $14 free trial. I might land there if I need to, but even if I land there, I'm still saying, but listen, like the people who totally invest and that are all in and do the bundle, those are the people that get more results. So I want you to have results. And I just know this. I know that the people that stick a toe in the water don't get the same results. The people that go all in, buy a challenge pack, and take freaking before pictures. Those are the people that are all in that have change.
Amen. I love that. I've never sold like a free bod trial either. And I don't think it's wrong if you do, but I love the toe in versus the like jump all in. That's so me. I love it.
Yeah. And sometimes when they're like, what does it cost? I'm not going to give them a bunch of like write a dissertation. And like, these are all your 18 options. It's $160. That's how much it costs. And then it just, cause sometimes they're like, they just need to be told, this is how you do it.
Done. I love it. That's good. This is the most success partnering we've ever done.
I know. So one thing, like the bird's eye view, and Kam touched on this in the beginning, we would really like, ideally, for there to be 4 of these calls a month, depending on the month. I guess there's probably going to be an occasional 5 Wednesdays in a month and an occasional holiday, like the 4th of July was on a Wednesday. But in our perfect, Holly, Kam, and myself, in our perfect world, we each lead 1 team call a week, and we do 1 business presentation a month. So that
a month, that would be great.
Same link, same time, same everything. Hi, Kendall.
Can I ask a question?
Well, Dana, you're muted if you're talking.
Okay, sorry. This is terrible. Maybe not. I've been stalking this guy on Facebook. He is like MMA boxer with the heart. Would be perfect in the business. He likes a lot of my posts that touch on the spiritual, etc. I want him for a coach so bad I can't stand it. but I haven't figured out how to finesse my way since he's boxing and MMA. He's not like really a gym rat. That's what he does. I mean, I guess he is a gym rat, but you know what I'm saying. It's more specific.
I'll take that for instance. So without, okay, you just called yourself a stalker. So first off, back off. But I love it. You do need to comment on his post just about what he posts, but not everyone, because that would be stalker-like. But the ones that like you like he did something and you just like it hit you and you just want to comment on it. So that's how I build relationships with people that I kind of have like an affinity towards, like, you know, like whether it's like this like fitness, like, you know, fierce girl that's like, you know, lifting a whole bunch of weights or whatever. And you know, whether it's her leggings or, you know, what's going on with her, like when she's lifting, I'll ask a question. I'm just engaging, and they'll notice, because regardless of how many likes on a post you get, the ratio of comments is very small. So commenting on people's posts is just a way to build a relationship. And I'll actually tell like a small story, and I don't want to take the space, but when I met Sean backstage before I went on for the super workout, one of the things he said to me after he said, "Oh, your cam jams, whatever," he said, "Thank you for commenting on my stuff." People notice, regardless of how high up you are, they can't always comment back. But that kind of hit me as a point of, they read it. People read it. He recognized my name. He knew. So what I'm telling you, Dana, is if you want to build the relationship, I would just start with just engaging in small talk just from his social media, and just to see if like that can lead anywhere.
Yeah, I found him because he friended me and started commenting on some of my spiritual posts. So it made me curious, and because he looked athletic. So when I read, you know, he was more in line with heartfelt and spiritual, I was like, perfect. If I could get him, you know.
So at some point, you may have to go for the ask. I mean, maybe this is a perfect opportunity. Hey, I see that you like fitness. My coach, she, you know, is a gym manager, Group X manager for 2 gyms. And I'm working with another coach that is a trainer, and she works in a sports performance facility. I think you'd have a lot in common with these 2 girls. You know, they're giving a call next week about what we do. Would you like to hop on? No pressure.
Speaking of that, you guys, if you guys have someone that is maybe coming on that is has an unusual situation, they're struggling with diabetes, they've just lost a job and they need income, they own an MMA facility, if there's something unusual and you let the 3 of us know, we can make sure, or they maybe would be interested in a coach, but they feel like they're too overweight. If there's something like, you know, about someone you're inviting on and you want us to like specifically address a certain thing, let us know, and they won't know you told us, and we'll make sure we cover it.
Guess what I'm going to do? This is like family, so I can come to family looking all scrubby. I'm going to wash my hair next Wednesday. I just made a decision. For you guys, it's going to happen.
I can't make the same promise. I don't know. We'll see.
Anybody else have any questions? Thank you for joining us. I did record for those people that are going to ask, but nothing's like being on. I'll take till 45. Like this, you know, kind of went pretty quick. Yeah, ask a question, Michelle, for sure, please. I would rather that. Michelle, what's up?
Hi. I have a friend. He is doing fasting, like real fasting for like 30 days.
Ooh.
So I'm trying to tell him that he does need to eat, and I have a meeting with him next week to talk to him about the business and introduce him to Shakeology. but how should I approach him? Because his mindset is really into kind of starve himself to lose weight.
Okay, so this is not for religious beliefs or some other sort of.
It's combination. It is partially for religious belief, but partially it is for losing weight.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, nutrition is like, I mean, nourishment is everything. And Ellen used the perfect word. It's vitality and health and stamina, happiness, well-being, just in general. Ask him how he feels. Are you tired? You know, I have something that can help you, just, you know, get in the proper nutrients, things like that.
Okay.
It wouldn't be pushy just because somebody, he might be pretty stuck. But make sure that he knows that you're there to help him and that you do have some tools in your pocket that, you know, are, I mean, especially if maybe he's concerned about calories. It's not something that's going to be like heavy, like, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. He counts calorie. He said no more than 500 calories a day. And he is active. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And he will show me what he eats. He will like have coffee, have an apple, have a muffin. So it's really not a lot of nutrition. He just trying to cut down the calories.
I was just gonna say, but then I think someone moved. Okay, I had to find you again because if someone hops off, like everybody shifts. I was like, where'd you go, Michelle? I don't know. I can't speak to the religious thing. But in terms of deprivation for weight loss like that, it's not sustainable. It's not healthy. And so I think I would use the word sustainable. Like, is it sustainable? And then speaking to empty calories. And I mean, one of the reasons we use the word dense when we talk about the nutrition and Shakeology is because it's dense for how low calorie it is. It has so much like stuff that sates us, fiber, protein, that keeps us full, and it's nourishing our bodies and our cells and our brains and our bodies without a lot of calories. And something like a muffin is incredibly high calorie with the opposite of density. It's empty calories. So
that's so good
to those things.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Anybody else? I saw another hand, I think.
Hey, it's Holly. Can you guys hear me okay?
What's up?
Hey, I tried to unmute earlier, and anyways, this is the first time me navigating Zoom on a phone, so I failed. But I just wanted to say, amazing call, and you guys are freaking hilarious. And I'm not on because my kids are naked in the bathtub right now, so I'm doing that. But I've completely enjoyed this. I am so excited about next week. And I love what Ellen said, just invite one person. And just thank you guys so much. This was a really, really incredible call. And I as well am so excited about the synergy of our teams working together. And I've been telling everybody, I'm like, I feel like it's my first year again in the business. It's just like everything is coming together right now. So I'm super stoked. That's all I got to say. I just want to say I love you guys.
I freaking love that. Can we just go? Let's mic drop it.
No, that's a great note to end on. You guys, one person, easy. They just need to show up. I'll make an event. I'll make Kam and Holly co-hosts. You guys can all, once you join, you can invite.
Yeah. Just wave.
Push into next Wednesday.
I usually do, before a business presentation, I usually go in to the event and say, hey, you guys, so excited for this webinar tonight. If you've never used Zoom and you don't know what to expect, here's how it works. If you're going to be coming in from a mobile device, make sure you download the app. And if you have never done it before, you can keep yourself muted. You can turn your camera off. You don't have to speak. I try to hit all of the objections they might have or fears or apprehensions they might have, because I think they're afraid on a live webinar that they have to talk or they're going to be seen naked or something like that.
Right, totally.
I usually give a little tutorial on how Zoom works, like a minute and a half long in the event, like the day before. So
Perfect.
Let's do it, guys.
Yeah, I hope you feel our energy because we are truly, truly excited. I think we're just happy to be together, and we want you guys to be able to feel that from, everybody else too. Also, if you're looking for success partners, let us know. Maybe we can play matchmaker a little bit too. Cool. Don't laugh. We're the best.
So good at it.
I know. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time. As always, if you have any more questions, we're definitely an open book. And we will see you soon. Next Wednesday for sure.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
Where'd Katie go? Katie, are you going to stay on?
Yeah. Do you have time?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know why that message didn't work.
What message? Oh, I don't know.
Your audio message, it just wouldn't download.
No, that's really weird.
Is it just super easy or do I need to open it up?
Like 2-3 minutes. Oh, we should have you screen share.
Oh, I'm on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna.
All right, it's okay. I can screen share.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want to switch to a laptop?
No, it's fine. My internet is kind of shady at night anyways.
Okay. So, let's see. Oh my gosh, my battery's gonna die. Okay, we gotta go fast. I have a red battery. It's red.
Okay.
Okay. Shoot. Coach Online Office. Oh wait, did I stop recording?
No.
Jeez. That's funny. Hold on, let me go back to, let me stop there. Stop recording.